Hello guys, welcome to first episode of ByteSavvy podcast. ByteSavvy podcast in a computer science podcast which specifically deals with insights and ingenuity in computer science and on the practices on software engineering. So today we are starting with my mentoring experience in on Nepal's one of the biggest hackathon, that is Codefest. That is brought to you by Code for Change, which is one of the community of youth inspiring society. And I had privilege to mentor on its grand finale on October 9, 10, and 11. I has mentored on the October 10, and it was one of the best experience so far, specifically the mentoring experience. So, talking about the Codefest is the hackathon with the concept of changing ideas into reality. And basically, it was held in two stages. First stage was held on the province wise provincial competition. Basically, the team has gone to every provinces of Nepal, seven provinces, and they had organized a province level hackathon, and they has brought best teams out of the province, and those teams were gathered in the Himalayan Engineering College, which is in Chasal, on October 9 to 11th, and then they had competed over that 48-hour hackathon uh, convert their ideas into the prototype, or their prototype into the MVPs or basic products. And I had mentored a few teams. Like there were I think 8 or 9 teams, namely Mechi Maverick from the eastern region. I guess it is from the province one. There was Nexus BPC, Amrit Science Campus, Hack Sparrow, Kathmandu Bernhard College, Team Libre, Team Money Squad, Team iTech, Team Nast. And the winner of the hackathon was Team Nast, and the first runner-up was Amrit Science Campus, and second was Kathmandu Bernhard College. Basically, I had majorly mentored to Kathmandu Bernhard College. They had built a accident alert system. Basically, they had made a mobile app using Flutter and Firebase, and it basically used to take the input from the user, uh, they were using some keyword like help, and if the background if the app they were building detects the word help, then they basically had some configurations, like to call emergency numbers, to call the nearest hospital, ambulances, and police station, so that the concerned authorities can be uh, alerted, and they can rescue the accident as soon as possible. So that was their concept, and they had like made a pretty good UI now with Flutter, and the concept was really cool, and they were able to achieve that. And yeah, majorly I have contributed, I mentored to that team, and apart from that, I have also get chance to mentor few things for the winning team, team Nast, and they were basically building a blood bank type of mobile application that basically used to function or work in certain periphery, they used to find the nearest blood type. They used to connect the blood networks with the help of some mapping. They're using Google Map API, and they had a trouble with connecting people with the distance, like proper routes, but they were calculating the displacement between two persons, so that was a build falsely and I helped them identify a few APIs like Goal APIs, but unfortunately that was premium and they were not able to use that. So and that problem was left as it is, and there were a few other teams like some girls from the Madhya province, and they were basically building a learning management system. I think coming from the Madhya province, and converting ideas into the product was a challenging for girls, and it was totally a girls team. So I really appreciate their effort, like their product and their concept, and whatever they had brought to that hackathon, and their spirit. I really respect that, respect their courage, and I hope they will continue the same spirit in coming days as well. And they were basically building applications with the basic vanilla JavaScript, CSS, and HTML, and then they had used PHP and server side, and they had some problem with this the role-based authentication, like students and teachers. So I helped them debug authentication issue on the student sides, and like they were thankful to me on that. And another thing I mentored and given few ideas was team Amrit Science Campus, as I myself being a product of ASCAL, a batch of 2020 CSIT, I feel connected with them, and then I remembered my old days during ASCAL, where I used to be a part of hackathon, and I used to involve in the hackathons. Like I had involved in the Everest Hack, that was also international hackathon that was held in Nepal, and one of the best experience I had had as a hackathon participant. And they're basically building like a product that basically deals with the organic vegetables in a city, in a smaller area bounded with the 500 meters. So they were building some kind of the community along with these organic vegetable marketplace, and which was really cool. And they was first runner up, and they had made a good UI, good presentation, and they had a proper clarity of the product, and they were really focused on building a real product out of the hackathon. So I really like their spirit, and I had given few defending tips. They were asking me about the defending tips, and I was able to provide them a few tips from my experience on the past hackathon. And yeah, that was all for the Askal team. And then next team was team Mon. So I had get a chance to review their stacks. As the name suggests, they had developed a product out of the Mon stack, and it was a application sort of super app, like all in one. And they had a travel guide, like a travel guide sharing type of concept. And another thing was they had a listing of the hotels, specifically the native hotels with the native features and native ambience. And another thing was they had a listing for the local products. So that was quite interesting, but there was lots of things. So I think they were not able to complete that, but I had suggested few ideas and the guides here, like what can be added there and what can be updated, what can be the best thing out of there, and how can we achieve at least minimal MVP that they can pitch and present to the judges and the judging time. So I have provided few ideas, few tips for presentation, and there was not much on technical contribution. Is they said they are good enough technically, so they didn't had any technical problems. So I didn't provide technical support to the team Mon and Askal, but I have provided few tips. I have debugged on teams on like Nast and the girls from the Madhya province, and the Kathmandu Bernard College. Apart from that, there were a few other interesting projects, and they were basically using the third-party APIs. There were some products and from Kathmandu University guys, and they were basically developing automated card to be used in the public transport in Nepal. They were basically adding that, and another product was they were using YOLO, basically detect accident with the help of sensor and connect nearest trauma centers and hospitals and traffics, basically accident alert system. And I don't think they were also able to achieve the prototype. Basically they needed huge amount of data, but there were limited data in Nepal. And yeah, that was the experience, mentoring experience. And overall it was a good experience. Like the environment was really good, the foods were really cool, like it was nice food. Usually in hackathons, events and workshops, the main attraction apart from the networking is the fooding. So obviously it used to be good, and it was good there in the Codefest as well. And another thing about that hackathon is they were basically aligned with the sustainable goals, SDGs provided by the UN. They were basically um, like they had picked up goal number 3, 4, 5, 9, 11, 13, and 16. And like the teams chose um, one goal, and they were basically building product. They're changing their ideas into reality on top of that goal. So it was really cool to connect those sustainable goals in technical hackathon, build a product, and bring competitive mindsets, and held a competitive program amidst all those conditions, all those frustrations in the community, like young people living the country. So this is really encouraging. This is really motivating, and hope they will continue doing such programs in the coming days. So I wish them very best, and I'm thankful to them, and especially the Vishal Pandari who invited me to the hackathon as a mentor. So I want to thank everyone, every organizers, Code for Change, and YSA community.